Hello and good morning. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day out there. Today's video is going to be about cutting compound miters. Compound miters aren't hard, they're just hard to say.
Compound miter.
Compound miters. This piece right here is a compound miter, and now I'll show it to you in a minute. But I have something else. I have better props. Anything that looks like that. You see the angle? Oh, it's a door. It's a forever opening door. So what we have here is half a box, half a tapered box. So it's mitered and it's also beveled. So a box would be 45-degree angles, right? Square cut. So instead of being nice and square with 45 corners, we're gonna make a compound by beveling it. You can see mitered, beveled down this way, or it could be this way. You wanna make your girlfriend, significant other, boyfriend, whatever, a little beveled flower pot or a planter. Here you go. This right here is a planter, and it's the same damn concept. This is three-sided, 1, 2, 3, because it sits flat up against the wall, which is right here. This one's four-sided, like that. I'm gonna explain it right now, and then you can shut the video off. Hey everybody, Kevin here. So I had to break into this video because I was editing this section, and everything I talked about beveling, the bevel and the miter on the chop saw came out completely fuzzy. I have no idea why. It must have followed a fly onto that back wall and it's stuck there. So I'm gonna explain bevel and miter when you're doing compound miters. So when we're building anything with a compound miter, just remember, this way is beveling, this way on the table is mitering. Here's your chop saw. Mine has a digital readout right here for the bevel, which is this way, and the miter, which is this way. So when we're looking at this, these long miters right here are actually bevels. So these are 45-degree bevel cuts. And then we have this miter cut, which is from here to here. That's a 5-degree miter. So when you put them together, right, they're compound cuts. So the 45 degrees that you see here is actually a bevel. This 5 degrees that goes from here to here is a miter. So when we're cutting these, make it easier. So when we're cutting this, the fence is here. I throw my saw over to 45 degrees and I leave it there. Mine tilts either direction, but I like to throw it over to the right side at 45 degrees, okay, if that makes this cut here. We'll just mark this top, and I'll mark the bottom down here, bottom, top and bottom. The fence is in front of me. I'm gonna put the top here, and for this cut here, what we're gonna do is we'll have it beveled over at 45 degrees, and we're gonna go to the right of 0, 5 degrees right, make this cut here. We'll make the cut, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave the bevel over on the same side, beveled over to 45. We're not moving the bevel. All we're gonna do is move the table 5 degrees to the left. And we're gonna take this board, we're gonna flip it around. The bottom is now next to the fence, and then we're gonna make this cut right here. Here's the fence. Cut the 45-degree bevel and 5 degrees to the left of the 0. Does that make sense? So when we go to cut this, it's gonna be right left of 0, burp, cut it, wait till it stops, pull it out, and we'll have a piece that looks like this. And we're gonna do that 4 other times because we're making kind of a compound mitered box. And we do it over and over again, right? We have compounds, we put them together. So we have our square box, right and left, 5 degrees, leave the bevel onto one side. So if your saw only goes to one side or the other, you're gonna just leave the bevel the way it is, and then just move your table. Hope that helps. It's that simple. It's super simple and easy. If you have any more questions, please do so below. You can also put them together like this when you're cutting them to make sure you have the right width. So one's not skinnier than the other, because if they're not all the same size when you're making a box, it's gonna come out short and then it's gonna come out gappy. Onwards and upwards. Now I'm getting back to all this. This is an upcoming video. This right here is about learning how to miter fold solid wood parts and making columns. That's what this is for. There you go. Thanks for watching. I might have some other things to talk about that planter, because making a square box out of 4 pieces like this is very easy. You can probably pull it off in 5 or 10 minutes once you got it figured out. And you can make hundreds of them just doing the same exact thing over and over. Make a stop, make a cut, make a stop, make a cut. Blah, 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 both sides of the fence. Easy. You can make these for like $1 million, you know, and you sell them on the Etsy for $1,000 a piece and profit, and you'll be stoked. But you make a 3-sided one, it's a whole different game, and hopefully I explained that correctly. If not, you'll see me on here in the next part of the video. So for all of you that are wondering how you're gonna get this angled thing that's leaning towards me at 5 degrees and leaning out this way at 5 degrees, how are you gonna get this to be square? I have a square down here sitting up against this face here and here. That's totally square. That way I know that these miters worked out. Also, from here to here, I wanted like 10.5 inches. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do, once we got all these angles right, we're gonna take this, put it up against here. See, this one's already been cut. Flush that out there. If you have a little piece of wood laying around or something like that, just set it up there, butt your square into it, And we're just gonna take mechanical pencil here, and we're just gonna come down the edge. All right, and then we're just gonna mark it. I always just flick my pencil and leave little marks. And that way I know what side of the blade I'm cutting on and exactly where it's gonna be cut. That's how we get this perfectly square line, because we're on the floor down here. And put another square up on that, boom, there you go. You don't have to think about it too much. This is already square because we know it is, because that's the way it works. Even though this is on a 5-degree angle hanging down that way, this is leaning this way at a 5-degree angle also. So there's that part. Okay, that's how to get a square thing on the thingamajigger bobber. Got a piece of scrap wood right here. We have our chop saw. Here's the 2 marks that I have for 5 degrees that we were using for our miters. So I'm gonna take this now because we have a little bit of a problem with the top that we're gonna joint down, but I need this to help us joint that down. And I'm gonna show you this here in a second. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna take this and we're gonna cut this at 5 degrees. 5 degrees. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to the joiner. We're gonna set the joiner up at 5 degrees. We're gonna take the top rails off of the planter box and we're gonna join them till they're flat, because we're gonna put a Pele top on top of that. We're gonna use this as our guide. Okay, we have 5 degrees right here. We're just gonna loosen this up, pull this forward a little bit, flip that out of the way. Set that to 5 degrees just like that. It looks pretty good on this side, and just lock it back into place. Pretty easy, right? We make our own little template. We know it's 5 degrees because the chop saw says so. It's the same as we cut all the miters to, so that's just the easiest thing for me to do. So here's what we're gonna do. This is the top. Since it's leaning out like this, we want to take off this side. This is the face, this is the back, that's the top. So we're gonna join this until that part hits. Here we go. That's once. And you can also do this. Okay, that will help. Twice. We almost got all the pencil marks gone. 3 times. That's pretty good. So we're gonna do everything 3 times. Times. That's the whole thing. Let's go put all the rest of this crap back together and tape it up and put the cleats in it. All right, here we go. So this is where we're at. The inside's like this. We use 5 degrees on this also, just like we just did on the joiner, to actually hold this up. So this is 5 degrees here and 45 degrees here. That's all you have to do to make anything angled out. It doesn't have to be 5 degrees. It could be 2 degrees. It could be 30 degrees. If you want to get crazy, it could be 45 by 45. You can do whatever the hell you want. It's up to you. Okay, now we're gonna put all this back together and we're gonna measure for cleats. There we go. So to do all these cleats here, they all had to be at 5 degrees also. Then I pocket screwed them in place, glued them and all that crap. And then the back was simple. When we flipped our chop saw back up to 90 degrees, the bevel back to 90, and then I cut these to 5 degrees and we glued all these in, and I put plugs in them, screwed them from in here to in here, put a screw in here to that one, make them all stiff and burly. This is gonna get attached to the wall. We're also gonna attach the top on here with slip washers through the cleats. You can see the holes, hole right here, slip washer, all over the place, and there's one pocket screw that's over here. That'll hold this guy into place right here. Right there, there's that. And this goes on top of here. Boop, like that. So that'll get screwed into the bottom of the cleats. This will all go in here. Got a 1/2 inch overhang on all sides and it'll look like that. And there it is. This didn't take me that long to build. It took me longer to figure out how to put the top together and all that crap and do all the other things and film this thing than it did to actually make this stupid thing. Beveled to 45, mitered to 5 degrees. It looks like this. You can do anything you want. You can make it 10 degrees, 22.5 degree miters, 11.25. Make it 10 degrees and it opens like a big bowl with a hole in the bottom of it. You can do whatever the hell you want. So thanks for watching, everybody, and you have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, thanks for watching.
Subscribe now.